Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm here with Nathan Todd. And Nathan is someone that I treated when I was a young therapist, and I saw him on social media, and I said, I have got to hook up with Nathan. Tell us about your social media channel.
Yeah, you can find me Facebook, The Loneliness Coach, Instagram, The Real Nathan Todd, and I'm all about helping people feel seen, heard, and loved.
So you have cerebral palsy, and now how old are you now?
36.
Yikes! That is hard for me. 36. Tell me about what it's like as a 36-year-old with cerebral palsy.
Yeah, I think you take every day as a new day, and we touched on this a little bit. I think it's about pain management a lot of times, and being able to realize some days might actually look like you spend a lot of time laying around, but it's listening to your body, finding a routine that works for you and that you want to do. Like definitely before COVID and everything, it was a lot of weight training for me. And even with that, one of the things that I found, so I stayed around 145 as a natural weight point. Then by the time I was at the peak of working out, I was 160.
Wow. You put on 15 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, and that was straight muscle. And so that was cool to look that way, but it drastically impacted function because I was carrying around those 15 pounds, and whether it was lean or any of that, it didn't actually matter. It drastically decreased. I wasn't going around running around or anything like that. And so I think there are points in life when you that'd be cool to be able to do that. And but then it's what do you want to do to maintain and to be able to actively do for as long as you want to?
Because we're not filming you moving or anything, but you don't walk in a typical alignment.
Oh,
so
no.
I would say that you're probably setting yourself up for joint pain over time. And has that gotten worse over time, or is it stayed about the same?
I would probably say it's gotten worse, but not actually measuring it. It just, at some point, I think you just get so used to it that it just becomes what it is.
And you use a wheelchair sometimes, but you don't use a walker. Do you have orthotics that you use or wear? Or
no? So what happened with the last time I wore those was lots of skin breakdown, and at one point it was done with this, just because I don't want to deal with the skin breaking down anymore.
Right. And has your mobility then changed over time?
Yeah. There can be days when it's really good, and then there can be days when I feel like I'm 80 years old and don't want to move. And I think that's why finding adaptations is so important too.
And so you don't have orthotics, but you have adaptations that you said that you drive without adaptations, but just in your daily life, what kind of adaptations do you use? Well,
so yeah, it might not sound like normal adaptations, but it's something as simple as, let's say I'm gonna vacuum the floor. It's like getting the chair, putting it in the middle of the floor, and vacuuming around, and then moving the chair.
Okay, so you sit to vacuum.
Yeah,
okay.
And
makes good sense.
There are some people, when I was doing my work with Centers for Independent Living, they're like, oh, I never thought about that. And it's really simple stuff. And even we were showing the video off the interview of the things like the candle.
Lighting the candle.
Yeah. So I really like the smell of candles, and yet striking the match, holding on to the match, really difficult. And my mom was able to find this really cool device to light the candle, or peeling the egg, like putting it in the water, putting the container, like sealing it up, shaking it, and you peeled an egg.
Right.
Like,
so just finding tricks throughout your life how to make your life easier.
Yeah. And I would say for anybody, if you're not on TikTok, that would be one reason to get on TikTok. There are so many like cool tricks that people just randomly show on there. And it's not even disability related channels. They're just people looking for hacks. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I wonder if that actually works. And try it. And you're like, yay or nay.
So now, do you have any kind of ways that you take care of your body now?
Well, so I want to get back into some training, but more like resistance band training.
So not bulking up so much.
Yeah. But like I do actually miss going to the gym.
Right.
And I think an aspect of that is the social aspect.
Uh-huh.
And you know, one of the first times I went in there, I remember this lady walking up to me. She's like, hey, can I film you? And I'm like, I had to make a choice. And I think that's a choice that a lot of people don't talk about either. Is this time to educate, or do I not feel like doing anything today? And do I just want to move on? And I was like, oh yeah, you can film me. And oh man, inspiration porn. I don't know if you hear that a lot in any of the conversations, but it's the idea of I have a disability, so I'm inspirational. You know, I used to hate that. And now I'm like, I embrace it because I don't have a choice what you find to be inspirational.
Right.
And hey, if I'm living my life and you come up to me and you're like, oh, that's inspirational. Like, why would I waste energy getting mad about you saying that? Like, I don't think I will ever understand that, because I think that it's just a misunderstanding of where somebody's actually coming from. But you do have a choice. Do I want to advocate? And do I want to help change a perception today? Or am I not feeling it today? And I think that's an important thing for both parents and children to be able to recognize.
Well, I think that they see how much, like, I don't have an excuse, is what they say. If they see you, like, okay, this is tricky for Nathan to do. If Nathan can do it, then my goodness, I better get my butt into the gym. It is how I think they see it.
Yeah. And I think the most powerful thing that I want to leave people with for this whole interview is like the importance of how we use our language. How you use your language is going to make or break any experience. And what I think about is when people use the phrases like, oh, you're smart for a guy with a disability, or you look good for a guy with a disability. Well, so what makes the difference? Like, what's the qualifier there? And yet you look smart, or you are smart, period. You look good, period. And I think that conversation is not had enough.
I love the perspective that you can bring to this conversation.
Yeah, this has been great. I hope that you guys are getting so much out of it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for opening your heart and letting us know about your life and your experiences. I have loved talking to you.
Yeah, it's been great.
All right. We will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.